This is really all about commemorating the 70th anniversary of D-Day, the 100th anniversary of our regiment, along with the 14th anniversary of the Airborne Cairn.
What it means to me is I love history and the part of the brotherhood that sacrificed so much before any of us were alive. And it's an amazing feat that these people did exactly what they did with such little resources.
70th anniversary, 70 years ago, was the beginning of the end for the Germans. But personally, my grandfather flew Dakotas, not in the D-Day landings. He actually came once the main landings had been established, beachhead and airfields were found. He was actually resupplying the forward troops throughout the war, so means quite a lot to jump from the same plane that he flew.
Probably the biggest challenge there is, as you guys can see behind me there, we have the mountains to deal with. So our aircraft needs to fly in between those mountains there. So our jumpers are going to be jumping at 1,250 feet. They'll come under canopy there. They'll execute the successful parachute descent there. Once they hit the water there, they're going to disconnect themselves from the parachute and be retrieved by our safety boat there. And come back to shore and pack up. And
like every jumper has challenges. It's weather delays, bird breaks down, mission may change, all kinds of things that you can't foresee. Stuff that's not going to be planned. Well, you plan for contingencies, but you don't always know if they're going to happen.
Well, for me, I haven't parachuted in 10 years. I'm not in a permanent parachute position. I got kind of invited to come on this, so it was a challenge just to remember what I was doing. And then making sure I could get out the plane.
Yeah, so the significance of the Americans being here, specifically 1st Special Forces Group Airborne out of Fort Lewis, Washington. We've retained a very close tie with them throughout the years, tracing back our lineage, or shared lineage, to the 1st Special Service Force. So the very close similarity between American and Canadian airborne doctrine, as they were both derived from the same time frame or the same requirement during World War II, and have really been sustained throughout the years, although it obviously evolved somewhat since the Second World War. They do still remain, our doctrine remains virtually identical.
well, I'm here today because of these guys. These guys paved the way for everything that we're doing there nowadays. I mean, D-Day's infamous amongst, just about every Canadian, and that's why, the reason that we're here. So to be a part of the paratrooper community is extremely special. This exercise to commemorate the 70th anniversary of D-Day and commemorate the 1st Canadian Parachute Battalion is extremely special. And continuing to pass on the legacy, every day that we step into work, and wear the uniform. It's an indescribable feeling, and I'm extremely proud to wear the Maroon Beret and be a part of it.